Hello and welcome. If you're a student finishing up Class 10, that road to the big engineering exams can feel, well, like a huge mountain to climb. But what if there was a better way to the top? Today, we're going to talk about a different kind of journey, one that's all about mentorship. Let's dive right in. Just think about this for a second. What if the whole goal wasn't just to crack an exam, but to actually spark a real passion for science and math? Imagine a place where you're not just another face in a giant lecture hall, but a student with a name, a person who's guided every single step of the way. Let's explore that idea a bit. So, first things first, let's be real. The path to a top engineering college is tough. It's a total marathon of high-stakes tests, and you know what? It's completely normal to feel a little bit overwhelmed by everything that's coming. I mean, look at this. It's not just one exam anymore, is it? Students are navigating this incredibly complex world of tests. You've got your board exams, then JEE Main, JEE Advanced, MHTCT, BITSOT, the list goes on. Each one has its own rules, its own pattern, its own pressure. So the big question is, how do you possibly prepare for all of them without just burning out?
Well, the answer really starts with your guides, because the foundation of a great education isn't some flashy building or a massive marketing budget. It's the teachers. And I don't mean just any teachers. We're talking about dedicated mentors who are going to be with you for that entire 2-year journey.
So let's meet them, starting with mathematics. This is Professor Vinayak Antharkar, B.Tech from IIT Bombay, 25 years of teaching experience. That's amazing. But here's the part that really stands out to me. He's a founder of Golden Gate and has been with the program for 19 years. 19! That kind of stability, that kind of passion, you just don't find that every day. And for physics, meet Professor Manoj Karmakar. He's got an advanced M.Tech degree from IIT Bombay, and, just like Professor Antharkar, he's also a founder with 25 years of experience and has been shaping this program for 19 years straight. You can tell this isn't just a job for them, it's a calling. Then, in chemistry, you've got this powerhouse team. There's Dr. U.R. Kapadi, who has his Ph.D. from IIT Bombay and has been with the program for 14 years. And he's joined by Professor Sudhanshu Kumar, a B.Tech from NIT Rourkela with a full decade of experience. See, this is not a revolving door of faculty. This is a solid, dedicated core team. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Listen to what Tejas, who went on to IIT Bombay, had to say. He said, "We had these same teachers throughout the course. That consistency is absolutely crucial. It builds trust, it builds understanding, and it creates this powerful relationship between the student and the mentor that really lasts." Okay, so what happens when you have these passionate, stable mentors? Well, you get a totally different kind of teaching. This isn't one of those exam factories. This is about building a foundation of knowledge that's going to serve you for your whole life, not just for one test. The entire program is really built on 3 core ideas. First, you have to master the fundamentals, the why behind all the formulas. Second, you learn to apply those concepts to solve problems you've never seen before. And third, you develop those all-important non-academic skills, like managing your time and dealing with stress. It's really a whole-person approach to success. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. Over here, you've got rote learning, memorizing formulas, taking shortcuts. It creates stress, and you forget it all right after the exam. But the other way is conceptual learning. This is all about deep understanding, which builds real analytical skills, actually makes learning fun, and sets you up for long-term success in any exam you face. Arush, who's now at BITS Pilani, really hit the nail on the head. He said the focus was on building strong concepts and genuine understanding. And you know, when you truly get a subject, you stop being afraid of those tricky questions, because you have the tools in your head to figure them out from scratch. So how do you actually deliver this kind of deep conceptual learning? It all comes down to the environment. You just can't provide real mentorship in a giant crowd. You need a setup that's designed for one-on-one interaction. 30. That's the number. Not 300, not 100, just one single batch with a maximum of 30 students. And this isn't an accident. It is completely by design. It's how you make sure every single student is seen, heard, and gets the personal attention they need to really thrive. No one gets lost in the crowd here. And here's the impact of that, straight from Srusti at VJTI. She says the small batch size makes the professors friendly and approachable. It basically turns the classroom into a community where you feel comfortable asking questions, and you can really build your confidence. It's all about mentorship, not just lecturing at you. Okay, So we've got expert mentors, a philosophy of deep learning, and a personal environment. But the million-dollar question is, does it actually work? Let's take a look at the results, not just for one exam, but across the board. Let's use the 2020 batch as a perfect example. Out of 33 students, 4 got into the super prestigious IITs and NITs, which is fantastic. But here's the number that tells the bigger story. 8 students, that's almost a quarter of the whole class, got into other top-tier colleges like VJTI. And then you add another 11 at other premier colleges, you start to see the real picture. This isn't just about the IIT dream. It's about building a foundation so strong that you can succeed anywhere. And that is the absolute key takeaway. The goal isn't just to crack JEE Advanced. The goal is to learn so deeply that you open doors to dozens of excellent schools. True learning gives you options. It gives you the power to succeed on whatever path you ultimately choose for yourself. So, if this approach, this focus on real mentorship, deep learning, and personal attention, if that sounds right to you and your family, then the next step is actually really simple. And listen, this isn't about some hard sell. It's about helping you make the absolute best, most informed decision for your future. And that whole process just starts with a simple conversation. Here's exactly what you can do to learn more. First, you can attend a live online seminar. They have one every Sunday, and meet the faculty for yourself. Second, download a sample test paper from the website to see this conceptual approach in action. And most importantly, you can pick up the phone and speak directly with the professors to get all your questions answered. There are no middlemen, no sales team, just a direct, honest conversation. So we'll end right where we started. This journey is about so much more than just an exam score. It's about developing a love for your subjects that is going to power your entire career. The only question left is, are you ready to really learn?